firstly, a big thank you to you. I will say it is an honour to be having this conversation with you today. And I know many people see you as the founder, the creator of the Alexandrion group. But when I look at your CV, let's say, there's a lot more to you. And I think today I'd like to find out a little bit more about you. I guess we're going to trace your journey so far. And what I'd like to do is really sort of go way back. With many entrepreneurs, their inspiration and motivation do begin at a very early age, and it's built around the family and the social environment and other factors. And I'd like you just to tell us a little bit about the young Nawaf Salameh growing up in Marmarita, is that correct?
Marmarita.
In Syria.
Yes.
How was life for you as a young child? Describe it a little bit.
Coming is welcome to have you in my lovely, my lovely is always I like to come here in this space. From here we started everything. Marmarita for me is hometown. I born there. My family it is there for up to 500 years. Can you imagine?
Wow.
The hometown of Marmarita. It is built by 4 family. One of them is my family. So to be in between your hundred of member of your family and going back 500 years at least, even 500 something, because I used to live a lot of years with my grandmother,
yes, so, like many of us.
Yes. So it is a rich family. My father, there was a businessman in distributing pharmacy, So I doing this pharmacy, and I remember the first win money. I remember I was, I think, between 11 and 12 years old. Used my father to bring somebody. We have backyard in our home. Somebody every year to do some work in this land. And one day I asked my father, how much you pay him? That time they told me the amount that was almost up to $300, For me, that age, even $50 or $1, there was big amount for me. I said, okay, this guy, how many days they work? They told me they work maybe maximum 2 weekends. I said, can you give me this year to do this work and to give me this full amount? He said, my father, go ahead. I remember, when I wake up Sunday, all my family, for my children, my 2 sisters and 2 brothers, with my father and my mother, they was leaving from the home. They started to go in the car, and that every Sunday to go to church, There was after church party, sweet, my father, they have also my pharmacy close to the church, go there, take some money, my friend, everything. Look them, at that time I said, look, what happened? My 2 sisters and my 2 brothers, they will enjoy with my friend, everything, they come, for a lot of things in my mind, And I wanted to see, wait, I changed my mind, I want to know. They left, I cry, that time I cry. Few minutes, and after I started to work, from that time I said, it's time. From that day, every job asked me my father to do, I said, how much may pay me?
Wow.
So they continue with me. They continue with me, pay me at the right price. Do this job, come with me, go on this store, do something. So that's for my mentor, for me, my father, because they let me do this kind of job. When I become 17 years old and I finished my school, I want to leave to become a regisseur, director of films. That time there was 2 countries in my mind, Italy or US. My mother said no. She met some doctor who already was in Romania. He was in Romania maybe 12 years. We talk about 83. So they take from him something sure for her sons. Even, doing, 5 kids, always I was the mother boy, always I was with her. She said, no, go to Romania. They sent me to Romania.
Okay.
I was with my father to see if I can do director. He told me, come on, country, communist country, you want to director. For him, either pharmacy, either doctor. I said, no more pharmacy. I don't want to work with, drugs no more. I say, wow. I chose to become doctor because that time they was to do director of film. At 1983 in Romania, there was something for my father in communist country to do director. There was road decision by him. And I accepted to become doctor. But at the end, today, if you ask me, doing 7 years medicine here in Romania, they helped me a lot to become businessman. Yeah. If I was finishing big school, I don't want to name it them, big university with, top the top, yeah. I don't believe I will become I am today. Okay. Because finishing these 7 years to become doctor, yeah. and I do everything before I started to work and to do something, to do master or to do something in the medicine, I stopped and I moved it to business. Okay. They still today, because my background is medicine, they help me a lot for my business.
Okay, so if there's an entrepreneur or many entrepreneurs watching this, I guess that advice is, your academic studies, even if you change the direction, we'll talk a little bit more on that, having that academic studies and that business acumen is a good advice.
Yes.
Get that mixture,
especially
if
together. Not every job, especially my business, and started to do this kind of, beverage and alcohol drinks, they helped me a lot of not to do wrong. That time everybody doing wrong, Yeah. Put any chemical inside, sell it, don't care, just profit. I said no, always be careful.
Yeah.
My background, sometimes people ask me, why do you do this? I said, come on, I finished my doctor, so I want to respect my graduate. I want to respect it. I continue to do everything at my level.
Your image was
yes, my image and my level. And when I move it from the hospital to business, I want to keep my gravata. I said, also I want to keep my gravata. So you need to respect your background and your school. Yeah. So become doctor. Even I'm not practicing. They help me a lot to continue to do everything at elite level.
Interesting.
I think maybe this 7 years it was mandatory in my life to come to Romania to do what I do. I am happy, so now I think Romania will close 40 years living here in Romania. I'm so happy. Yeah. So it is like my country,
It's almost your destiny.
Yes. I accepted my destiny always. I never fighting with my destiny. Sometime in my life I fight with my destiny and I do wrong. Okay. And I lose money. I lose a friend. I lose everything. So I said there was my destiny to come here, and from that time I am following my destiny. And I see now when I go back to. When I started to go to visit Italy, today I have a lot of friends, even I have business in Italy. So I see Italy more nice from this position instead before. When I go to US, I said, guys, people go to US to be successful and after to go outside. I said, no, I'm the only one. I am successful in Europe and I want to come to be successful in US. So I'm not, this is...
you appreciate things.
Yes, you appreciate. This is what happened and I am graceful and happy what happened and this destiny. Everybody sometimes your destiny to continue, not fight with the destiny, because if you're fighting, you lose.
Well, you certainly continue, because I know you, like most foreigners, fell in love with Romania, but that didn't stop you, despite you sort of settling and doing your academic studies. And we talked about this kind of resilience and dedication, I think, when I look at what you've achieved as a young man and the courage you showed, and your eventual graduation from the University of Medicine in Bucharest. And I guess that avid adventurer in you was still there, looking for that adventure, and it took you to the University Hospital in Athens to work as a resident doctor, to embark on, I guess, what you imagine would be your lifelong career in medicine. Yes. We know the story going forward. Being in such a profession doesn't allow much time for alternative thoughts, I guess. Medical studies, I know and I appreciate is probably one of the most fixed and concentrated studies that any young person can do. So, what was going through your mind through this period that was bringing out this entrepreneur that you said was already from a young child, and I guess you took that cash that you earned, it went into a box under the bed, and you were starting to saving and things like that. I know you very well, I think. But what were the circumstances? Because there's pivotal moments in your life so far, and I think one of them was that trip to Crete to visit the Alcon factory. Tell me about the decision to go there. And then we'll come on to what happened there, and especially that journey back, which I think was another significant moment. But tell us, what triggered that trip to Alcon?
One, before to start my master doing I want to be a plastic surgeon, So doing 3 years in Greece, 3 years in that time I chose Brazil because I have somebody from my family up to 100 years living to Brazil. I opened office in Athens, and I was, something strange for the market that time, because doctor and always in Greece is something, is doctor, Mm-hmm. So it is another position. So to become a businessman, I was more respectable than any business other because I was doctor.
Okay.
So this has helped me a lot of things, So when they come, my older friend, one Greek guy, to tell me, come to invest in alcohol. I said, let me see what they have this guy. So I go to Crete, nice island, They told me about his distillery. I said, what distillery? There was small space, 600 square meter, everything manually, even they said automatically. 3 office, 3 people there. I said, it's not what I wanted. But okay, let me finish nice days. Always in my life, never I stop somebody. Let me finish my day with them. We live from that distillery for him, but for me, so it was something. Even I keep it. Last year I sold the stores, the location. Yeah. No makes sense. We was with him, we go somewhere to eat, and something happened to me. One, everybody know it. A second one, nobody know it. I will tell you now. Started people to, we pass by car, people, ask him, how are you? His name Manolis, how are you Manolis? Everything's okay. Who is this guy? Yeah. He's speaking Greek, that was easy to read. He's my friend, they are going to invest together. He started to declare me like his partner, even I was, my side, I said no. So I enjoyed this trip, till the restaurant. Yeah. And after we was together, and they come, one historic guy there said, it's not by accident you are sitting here and discussion about your business. So I said, it makes sense. So it's not the business just, machine or just something brand. It is people.
Okay.
I take this, I said, it is people. So I did this person, I can do something with him. Even they was in bankruptcy. If it was so bad that if I ask any consultants in the finance, advise me, they would say, are you crazy you invest in this? See, they would say everybody.
From a purely business perspective, it was a
point of view, it is no make sense.
Yeah.
To go there, to invest money in something, that time you can do everywhere. I said, no, I will do it because I like the person,
Yeah.
Finally, I started the business.
Did it scare you when you realized, oh my God, I've made a decision predominantly on emotion here? The business case is, people saying me don't do it, but I'm going to do it. Were you scared at that time, or was that a frightening, or did you say, look, no, I'm going to do it anyway?
In my business, I have 2 types of doing business. Either I put my top management, I take the decision by voting, or I use my veto. I will take the risk. Okay. So never mix it. This is always never mix it, because never you push your management to take what you want. And said, guys, you are wrong. No, I told them, take decision, or I take my when I use my veto, it is 100% my risk. I will never claim them if something will go wrong. So now in the business, always I teach my people, even my kids, even my everybody, never. I said, guys, when we do business, we use this part as the word, as our body. Yeah. This is for business.
Okay.
Never emotional, never personally.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah,
this is in decision to work with people and not to do. So always I said, we use this. Yeah. Now you are using this is our God, they give us this heart for to love people, for working blood, not take decision. Yeah. Okay. So always I use this. But when it's come to take some, because my problem, not my problem of people around me, or close to me, or my family, I am running with 30 years in the front. So, and for people I started last 10 years to understand this and to accept this. It is difficult people to accept. Always I run with 30 years in front. So I forget what's happened today or what's happened next 5 years. When I do something, I said, next 1 year will be like this.